Ba-da. Okay. Basically, goal for this stream is to get at least one sub 7 average before noon. That's the goal. Off to a great start. Yeah, sub 7 or bust. It's not a weird title, you're the one that made it weird. That ZB was actually pretty easy, I should have just gone for it. That sounds really sus to a non-cuber. It's literally a non-cuber saying to say that. You're the one making it weird. You like my new Z-perm? I finally learned a good out for it. And not the one I learned by watching a Colorful Pocket solve in 2014. That's a lie, it was maybe like 2019. It's basically a 2014 algo. I'm just going to do a couple warm-up averages of 12s. And then I'm going to transition to doing averages of 5 to push for that. It seems like under 7-year-olds are bust. Yep, you're getting banned. That's the last straw. Put user in timeout. Let's go. I'll go 10 minutes for now as a warning. Also, why do I not have you as a moderator, Ty? That's like actually criminal. Alright, there you go. What up, Ty? What up, Akoi? You guys together right now, IRL? Alright, first one on the stream. Now? Yeah, now. Why did I have to do freaking an accidental S move instead of light F? It would have preserved that pair. Yikes. I love it when I predict first two pairs and still get an 8.9. Yikes. I want to compete in one of the new head-to-head someday. I mean, I do as well, but realistically, all I see myself doing it in is maybe one-handed, like, at a regional. At least in the current state that it's in. Dude, what is happening? That's not the time I got. There was one more. I don't know how it's gonna work with 3 blind. That just sounds annoying as hell. Because, like, it's supposed to be spectator friendly, so you want to be hype about it, and then you have to be quiet because it's 3 blinds. What's that? What up, Milan? I keep rotating too much. That's one of the problems I was witnessing yesterday when I started solving bad. I decided to force myself to do like an hour to 5 and like force myself to not rotate and just do at 12 pairs in the solution, and it was like 7.3. So I just need to minimize rotations and then only do it once they're necessary. I'm pretty sure organizers wouldn't do that type of final for anything with 3v3. Well, yeah, but it allows you to, so surely it's gonna happen, right? That's not gonna be a pair at all. The first pair I predicted just straight up was not a pair. How is that 8-3? I like glanced at chat at the start of last layer. Imagine vinyl like that for 5x5. That's just gonna be so annoying if you're the guy who like messes up parity or something. Also, I switched back to my Elder Wiper. It works well with this cube. That would be fun, also insanely stressful. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be insanely stressful for even 4x4 alone. Hell, it already is stressful for 3x3. How the hell are you going to do 3 blinds? Nice. The V-Prom was good, everything else was bad. Alright, we're gonna reset. That was an average of 25 and mean was 8.5, so not good. I can't imagine what it's like to be up there. I would love to be up there someday. That sub was just not destined to be anything. I still don't understand how the sub 8, it's way too hard for me. I think the majority of the things that got me from like a sub 8 official, which is like I globaled low 8 back then, to now globaling sub 8, it was definitely how much I rotated the cube, as well as my solutions for my F2L pairs were move efficient, but I wasn't turning fast enough. So I adapted F2L pairs solutions to be a bit more faster, and this cube definitely helped out with that, just because I can confidently turn faster on this cube. I swear every edge was misoriented. What is going on? We're just gonna ignore that one. I still am bad at recognizing E-perms. Is anyone good at recognizing E-perms? that solve was so bad. I have not had like I've had 2 good solves this stream maybe. Alright, can I at least get sub 8? That'd be sick. How many ARPRs in a row? Nice. Alright, I need like a counting 7-3 for sub 8. Not quite good enough, I don't think. No. I keep tensing up during last layer, and I need to stop doing that. I do this in competition a lot too, but in competition it tends to work out better. Because I'm not keen to push my TPS in last layer in competition as much. Versus right now, I'm not punished by it. I'm still tensing up, I need to stop. Alright, this solve is going to be completely loose. Wow, amazing. That was definitely me being loose and not carried by the ZB at all. Got a notification on my thing. iCloud terms of service have updated. Cool. Alright, that'll be sub 8 at least, nice. PR, BPA. Let's try it out. Why am I so bad? I like any sub 7 there in this PR, I bet. That's what I think is likely gonna happen. I'm likely gonna get a couple more PRs before I get sub 7. But like obviously the main goal is still to get Utah SR. I actually checked when Eric got it initially, and Eric got it back when SR was 9.38. He got 9.14 in a Provo competition in 2020. So it's been his for almost 6 years now. Epic double rotation. I just decided to go for it. This all was bad. What up, Emmanuel? I know it doesn't look good, but trust, I am surveying. Why did I do it like that? Oh, right, pressure. Back to back. Wow. I messed up so bad. Bro, play games on stream, I'm sure you'll do much better. Seeing as the majority of my audience are speed cubers and not necessarily gamers, I'm gonna go with no, I'm not gonna do much better. I also don't have any capture cards, so the quality of the games will essentially be my laptop screen that you're seeing right now. You want to see me play Minecraft on that? Or an FPS game? Probably not. I want you to drop 20 kills, win, and Tilted Towers, LOL. Is that Fortnite? I've never played Fortnite in my life. Ah! Yes, sir. Okay, well, I'm not doing it. Go to another streamer if you want to see a 20 kill game in Fortnite. Because I will not be doing that. How do I have 8.2? Oh, wait, I have a 7. My brain is like only seeing the bad times right now. I need to be thinking about the positives. That was insane. None of these averages have any right to be sub 9. No need to be bad, bro. I'm not mad, I'm just tilted. Tilted Towers. No, I'm just. No, I just need to get used to solving on stream again. It's an entirely different form of pressure in that sense. I did not plan anything. Okay. I saw the old CP and I saw a block coming together, and so it's just like, oh, cool, PLL skip. What up, Ty? Welcome back. Whoops. What questions do you like to be asked? Ideally, ones related to cubing or psychology. Just because I'm thinking about going into that study. I actually got a book. I got this book like a year ago and I still haven't read it yet. It's just Majoring in Psychology by Betsy L. Morgan and 2 other people. I haven't quite gave it a look yet, but bro, 8.3. What's sad is that, like, a lot of these averages I'm considering bad now, but some of these averages were good enough to win Utah champs. Eric got, like, 8.2. I felt like there was a bug on my arm for some reason. Wait, why did I DNF it? Alright, we have a counting 9, and I'm still gonna get an average that's, like, better than my 841. Okay, maybe not. Last layer skip. Alright, I'll see if I can clutch up 9 off of this. I don't even think it's possible. Oh, it is possible. Guys, can I get an 8.45? You finished high school? Yeah. How old did you think I was? I didn't get it, I don't think. Oh, I still got it. Also, let it be known, I have not plus 2'd an L-Perm since he's a champs. I have been very keen on getting that PLL down. Ah. That was the worst 7-4 of my life. Sub 7 or what? Kristoff. Come on. My safest guess will be 19 or 20. Okay, well, you're correct. I'm 19. Wait, so what you're telling me is that you were asking if I finished high school, but you also knew I was 19? Did you think I just dropped out and got held back because I wanted to be a pro cuber? Who am I, Dylan Miller? Clean? Ah, come on. My BPA is 0.01 off PR. I'm gonna get it too now, watch. Okay, maybe not. Messed that up pretty bad. I cannot type for the life of me. Another sub 8 average though. We're slowly getting there. Okay. Yeah, for me, I just finished my high school requirements and I'm home right now until June for prom and graduation. Ugh. Don't go to prom. Actually, not all communities are as bad as mine, so you can go to prom if you want. That was a 7-8, really? Dude, I hate prom culture. It's so cancer. Why am I so bad? Just gonna do it, ZB. Oh, what a ZB. Damn it. Lol, you got a reason? No. The real reason is just because my partner and I have been long distance for 2 years, so I just don't have a reason to go to prom. Okay. So many girls will just try to guilt trip guys into asking a girl because they wouldn't want to miss senior prom. You can go if you're single though. Like you can just show up, get the free food, and leave. I have a couple friends who did exactly that. I mean, it's not free. You needed to pay to enter, but like, also at the same time, for how much the ticket was and how much food you were able to just gorge yourself in, it was 100% worth it. Oh my god. I keep having these nice BPAs and then just getting my WPA anyway. Alright, bro, have a good stream. I'll see you again. See you, Emmanuel. Oh, I forgot to ask. When are you gonna come over? I have an important phone call with the DMV at 3:30. So, around that time wouldn't exactly be ideal for me. I was gonna text you, but you went live right as I was about to, bro. Ugh. Is it possible? Ooh, just barely. Alright, I need like a 7:05. I can be there at like 12:30 if that works for you. You know what? Let me just double check what I'm doing for lunch and then I'll see. Again, bro. I get these insane VPAs. Alright. Let me just double check. I'll be right back. Just got confirmation. It's literally okay if you come by literally any time. So, yeah, 12:30 would be good if you were to plan on that. Am I stupid? That's not it. There we go. Let's take it from the top. Meaning of the title. Why is everyone questioning the title? It's a genuine saying that people in the real world will say. Have y'all ever seen a double X cross that bad? I bet you haven't. Kenyon, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Because young people don't know what blackjack is? Oh, is that where it's from? Oh, okay. I would always say fold instead, just because that's what my parents taught me. Okay. 8.1 somehow. Where's the ZB? I don't use ZB. I do occasional ZBLLs in there. Fold is poker? You're right. I don't know if my family ever, like, grew up playing poker, but maybe they... Oh, wait, this is the same scramble. Shoot. I'm gonna try a different first pair now that I know it's the same scramble. I don't know if the time was better. Then why did you learn it? Because I wanted to play blackjack. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my parents about that. Ah, damn it. I thought it was that. In my country, people at cons are playing blackjack and their delegates didn't like that at all, so the rules for most Czech cons always, like, blackjack is banned at this competition. That is crazy. Why did they ban it? Were, like, people getting too hyped around it and it was, like, causing a distraction, or did they just not like the aspect of blackjack and how it's, like, pseudo-gambling? Those were my two initial thoughts when I heard that. With real money? Oh, true. I didn't think about that. love E-perm so much. It's so easy to tell that you have an E-perm. That was cool. The worst thing I have ever done at a comp was bet my own results with snacks. Well, why would you do that? I never know how to finger trigger when it has a U2 AUF. Because I had to double trigger R prime. No. I had to double trigger, do a wide L, and then immediately do another double trigger. But like because it's a wide L, I can't really position my index finger on my left hand in the right spot. So I just end up overworking like crazy. Alright, I just want to prove to myself that I actually am sub 8, so I'm just going to get a sub 8 out to 12. That was clean? Which one? Yeah. Ban this guy? I didn't even see the message. Ty was that quick. Thanks, Ty. This is what I mean, like, I'm surprised I didn't have a US mod until now. Alright. Average 12 is 8.2, but I can get sub 8 if I just get a 6 right now. I almost did. It was very, very close. Also, turns out it was not enough. I got like 3 9s at the start of this one, so. What are you? I forgot. I admit defeat. Yes, 792. Alright. It's still not great, though. That case sucks. Okay, glad it's not like an obvious case I was just blanking on. For some reason, the majority of the ZBLLs that I actually remember are all on pi. And like diag pi, I just completely retained for some reason. My Z-perms actually look fast for once in my life. The iPi is like the easiest to recon. I don't know why though, because it definitely shouldn't be. The iPi I have a tough time with for some reason. Like recognition at least. Like some of the cues do retain, but then like there's hold on, let me set up an example. Like this one, for example. This one takes me forever to recognize because like how I recognize it is that it's diag pi and like this is the H perm block. Like if you twist this, oh, never mind. If you how do I recognize this is the H perm block, by the way? I don't even know. It's one of 12 and I know it's that one in particular, but it takes me a second. Goated cube, it is a very nice cube. Can I see it? What cube? Can you see what? Alright, I'm gonna reset. How I recognize that case is that it's the only opposite block. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna do an average of 5 on this cube, and it might be interesting for some of you guys. If you will notice, one of the colors is a bit odd. What the hell? Baseness? True. I got this for the sole purpose of I saw PyQ made an RS3 in 2020, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that cube. It was pretty good. And then I saw how to block that, and I was just like, why not? It's a fun novelty, I suppose. Alright, predictions on the average of 5. I think it's gonna be like 8.4. That's my guess. I think I need VPA now. No, VPA is 8.7. I was way off. I had way too much faith in myself getting a good time on this cube. I wish you could have come to the basketball game. I have a job! I'm sorry. I would need a 2-week notice in order to actually, like, take the time off. If I can get a notice 2 weeks in advance when it's going to happen, I will gladly take that workday off and then come by so that I can do an OH solve and aura farm. Next year? I don't want to wait a whole year. I gotta have to, though. That was both the best and worst 9 possible. I didn't know any details besides location until day before, bro. Time only accelerates faster. Yeah, but I wanted to accelerate slower so that I can actually be sub 7. I want to get this sub 7 average this year. Ideally by Q3. Why do I gotta mess up one move? You mess up one move in your X cross, and then all of a sudden you get a 10. What the fuck was that, Canyon? Hold on. Whoa. Go back. Go back to here. What is a better way of doing this besides doing 4 fucking rotations? Okay. I can do this. That's 1. That's 2. Whole lot better than 4. Am I right, fellas? I want to be sub 8 club, but it's too hard. The short answer is just grind out a shit ton of solves. You gotta try it and you gotta need it. You don't just need to want it, you need to need it. It's not working. Well. Bro, I could literally get not worst possible one-handed. That's how bad these solves are. I'm also timer peeping a decent bit. I need to hold the cube right here. Let me get it in a position where, like, maybe something like here, yeah. I still don't have OH sub 10. Grind. That's the short answer, just grind. Glad I predicted PLL, but it was still lucky as hell. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to care a lot more about my execution of solves. Like any small lockup in last layer previously, I would just ignore it, but now I need to focus on it. That was clean. Another clean GC. Alright, we're getting better. That's the important part, we're getting better. 10.8. I mean, it's not too far off, but... Also, all you need is just one sub with the DZZB and you got it. What DNF? How long has it been since I got a 6? Well. Wait, was that even a +2? I just inputted a +2 because the side was misaligned, but like I just didn't check it. I don't know why, but the Maverick Center like brick stack mats. Huh? How does that make any sense? It's been 2.5 years since I've gotten a 6. Oxygen brick stack mats. That is true. How was that 8.1? I messed up my cross and my first pair. Yippee! Yikes. My completely fine stack meta, it took it to like 4 basketball games and it kept switching to 4 pad and by the end it wouldn't function. Maybe like climbing the stairs down to the stadium, like it was bobbing up and down in your backpack. Like if it adds a bunch of pressure, it does tend to do that a lot. That was so bad. But we got a 6 finally. Didn't the other one freak out too? Probably. Also, Damien, do you still live in Idaho? Yeah, still searching for the big boy job. Okay. I was just curious because I saw, I was looking at Cuban USA last night, and apparently Rustin Hatterley switched over to Utah now. Why do I suck, dude? I thought that was an X-Cross the whole time. Yeah, Rustin's going to BYU. Oh, okay. Anyway, reset. I need to like actually lock in if I want to get this stupid time. Also, this is the same scram. Oh, that's what I messed up. Alright, we're locking in for a bit. What the fuck was that average? Messed up my ZV so bad on solve 1, it would have been 7-2 average 100%. And then I don't even know what happens solve 4. Solve 4 was just a mess. But, alright, we're going to go for one more, and it's going to be sub PR. PR is 738. That's actually so much better. Thanks, David. Yeah. Shocked to recognize that OLS. That was a really tough scramble, to be fair. I don't know what I would do for first pair on that. Okay. This is like so good, it's bad. Alright. What the hell was this fourth scramble? This was such a hard scramble. What? I immediately thought of something better. Boom. This pair. That'll happen. Yeah, that's like a high 7. Damn it. Alright. We're not ending like that. Not good. I did get accounting 6 though, which is something I haven't done in comp yet. Damien, do you remember Burley? Burley, Idaho in 2023? And there was that round with a scramble set where there was a block like this on 4 scrambles in that comp, and 2 of them were in the same round back to back. I got PR single in solve 1, 703, and then I got a 6.8, which was also PR single. That 703 is still my best counting time to this day. I haven't gotten to counting 6 ever. I'm itching to get one at... What's the name of the comp? The one in Feb. I do not remember that. You were in finals. You received one. It's got an 898 AO12, and I'm not even sub 10 yet. Lol, what? What do you mean you're not sub 10? You just did it. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Damien. Would cross plus 1 be necessary for sub 9? Cross plus 1 is necessary for sub 9, basically. You don't need to do it 100% of the time, but at least have like a decent consistency with it. You only need cross plus 1 like 100% of the time consistently for like sub 6.5 is my guess. I got bailed out so hard on that. Alright. I think the cue cover is a bit nice. I was thinking do cross plus 1 80% of the time. Oh, then you're already set. It needs to be a good cross plus 1 though. That's the important distinction. I think having earmuffs on actually makes me faster. Just because the sound of the cube is a bit mutilated. Okay, well, that was just my bad. That was very, very good. Hi. Brother. I stink. I stink so much I want to go take a shower. That's how bad I stink. Look at it, it's so weird to be honest. When I do cross plus one, I have a bad habit of looking at my first pair and not focus on what's next. Well, the whole point of cross plus one is that you're not doing cross plus one like initially in the start of your solve. You're doing cross plus one in your inspection. What that means is you should be able to look at the cube, put on a blindfold, and execute cross plus one no issue. That's what planning first pair actually means. It doesn't mean I know where my first pair is going to be and I'm going to execute these moves. No, it means I can do the blindfolded. It's an important distinction because if you can do it blindfolded, then you can look at the other pieces. I'd recommend doing cross plus one practice with a blindfold because then it'll really put into perspective how hard cross plus one really is. Because when people say that they know how to do cross plus one, what they actually know how to do is vaguely know where two pieces are and then just look ahead to what pair it's going to be. That's not cross plus one. That's just cross and then looking at the first pair. Very good, but not cross plus one. Anyway, I think that's where I'm going to end off stream. Unfortunately, I did not get any good averages. Yeah, that's the end of the sentence. I just didn't do well this stream. Oh well. Yeah, I do it during inspection. Okay, if you're doing it during inspection, then don't look at the pieces. Actively avoid looking at those pieces, and also try to plan it in a backslot because that's going to be a lot better in the future. This is something I need to work on, doing cross plus one in a backslot. But regardless, that's going to be where I end up the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Ty will be here any minute now. We're going to try to see if we can get a sub 95 two-man mini Guildford. And yeah. Bye.